Hey guys, Grumpy here with another episode of Long Haul. So at the end of the previous episode, we got a very nice addition to our fleet, that being the Legion Battle Group 14. Um, a phenomenal ship. I definitely appreciate this variant over the other one. Oh, it has built-in expanded missile racks. Nice. I definitely prefer this variant because of those large missile slots. Invaluable. In my opinion, way better than large ballistics. Also, this one has more armor and more ordnance points, so it's just a better ship overall. Let's go ahead and put that back. And then we also did secure a Hyperion. I think it's a little overkill to include a Hyperion in the fleet at this moment. It's a very expensive ship. Requires a lot of supplies to work, and because we're not doing a lot of like large bounties or like difficult bounties, a ship of that caliber isn't really necessary at this time. If we are doing something focused, then we'll go ahead and pick up the Hyperion and outfit it. But for right now, I think it's good staying behind. This is the fleet at the moment. On the main upgrade that we made to the Apogee is the Squall. So I don't know why, but I thought this was a medium missile slot, and I was pleasantly surprised when I found out I can put large missiles in here. So we immediately equipped the Squall that we had, that we found on the Legion, and this is gonna solve a lot of our kinetic issues that we were having. So I know the Squall's been nerfed, but it still provides very good kinetic damage, hard flux kinetic damage, which is important. So that's going to help us, especially burst down things with our high intensity laser, as well as our tactical laser. So it's really nice there. The Fury, I will be honest, I'm not exactly sure how to build a Fury. These are the best energy weapons, medium energy weapons that we have, an ion pulsar and a heavy blaster. So I essentially just built it like a larger strike. We'll see how this goes. It has a lot of flux capacity, so it's kind of like a bullet sponge. It can tank for us, it can buy us time. Next up, we have the actual strike. So this has been converted over from support back to DPS. It has two antimatter blasters and an ion pulsar, as well as a Typhoon Reaper. This ship does not have safety overrides, but it still can output a lot of damage, and it can maneuver around the battlefield. We'll keep an eye on it just to see how it goes. It might be the case that it needs safety overrides, but for right now, we'll just let it run like this and then see how it performs in battle. No changes to the Enforcer or to the Hammer or to the Monitor. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to locate a couple officers so that we can pilot our, so that we can disperse them throughout the fleet, so that we have better control of the battlefield, as well as look for a territory to start colonizing. We do have about 800,000 credits, which is low for when you want to start your colony, but through exploration, we should start gathering more resources, and eventually when we hit like 1 million credits or 2 million credits, that's when we want to start our colony. So we don't want to wait until we get there. We want to actively start exploring and see if we can find a good location to set up. So let's look at whatever the largest cluster of stars are. Looks like we can go directly north. There's a good cluster there. We can go west. Nothing particularly interesting out here. Or we can go east. I think we're going to go east and explore some of these blue giants, as well as I believe we left the technology cache somewhere out here. So we can go ahead and grab that and then turn that in to... we can go ahead and turn that into Tritachyon and get a large boost in credits. So let's go ahead and head out. We need to really quickly. We need to do one thing, and that is increasing the top speed of our Apogee. So So let's go ahead in here. How do we fit this in? Let's see. Augment drive field. Bring this up to 10, and then I guess we just go back. Something like that. Not quite sure there. Alright, it's close enough. 200 shield flux per second, 600, so that's 8. It's 860, which is close enough to that flux dissipation. And then what's your top speed? 9. We'd have to remove like everything from that. Alright, we'll just leave it as is. Our top speed, I guess, will be 18. Should be okay. Alright, let's head out. We can stop at Nachiketa and pick up some cheap fuel as we head on out. 3 Revenant. I'm so tempted to dust off the Silent Knights Let's Play. Yes, we will definitely be exploring that since we're already headed out that way. And we'll also explore that since we're headed out that way. Tritachion's just flaunting it now. So for those of you that don't that didn't see Silent Knights, it was a salvage only entirely phase fleet. So basically, if I wanted to add ships to it's probably this one. If I wanted to add ships to the fleet, I had to fight that fleet in combat and win, and then recover the ship. I think I only saw Remnant twice. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. Is there anything else we need? Oh, we bought all their excess. So now we're paying full price. That's fine. Oh, we should have... Well, is there anywhere where we can sell this? Sell to Nordia. A little bit of a mistake. Anyway, I think I saw a Revenant twice, and we failed to secure it both times out of that entire playthrough. So basically what I had to do was shuttle things back and forth like 600, 800 units at a time. Which is really annoying considering some of the bounties, or some of the convoys that we raided were massive. They had like 4,000 supplies in them. Not supplies directly, but like 4,000 resources. So supplies, heavy machinery, transmutonics, food, things like that. Alright, so we got a low danger beacon, which is fine. And it is located some distance away from the center. So let's go ahead and jump in farthest when we can and start exploring. Discover the inactive gate. We'll go ahead and activate the sensor array. Oh, I don't think I explained it. The Revenant is a phase frigate. It has large cargo, fuel, and crew capacity. So it's really nice in a phase fleet. Usually what most people use it for is they integrate it in their fleet when they want to do like smuggling. I needed it because I could only use phase ships. Alright, so let's bring this array online. Proceed. Yes. Oh, also, you can destroy these. You can destroy relays, and you get transmutonics and I believe metal for doing that. So good if you're in like scavenge mode. Ooh. Please. Terranus eccentric world. So we have solar shades, which gives a boost to farming. What we're looking for is farming soil on the planet. So orbital solar array gives +2 to food production. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we have soil on this planet. They're not always together. You can have this without farmland. And no rare. No rare ore deposits, which means we can use domain artifact to increase farmland even further. Adequate is fine. No penalties, no bonuses. We get the +2 from the orbital solar array, and then we also get organics on top of it. What more could you ask for? It even has extensive ruins if we want to build what is it? It's like techno something, in case we want to explore the ruins and generate even more resources. This is incredible. This is truly worth the class 5 designation. That's, yeah, let's I got so excited I went to the colonize button. Let's continue exploring the rest of the system and see what else it has in store. This is already an excellent start. All right. This is the hardest planet to find, by the way. The one with food and organics. Once you find that, you can build around it. Usually barren worlds almost always have good ore deposits. Gas giants usually always have volatiles. So let's see what the ruins have in store. Also, I realized I didn't learn this, so hopefully we don't get duplicates. Okay. Oh, Nanoforge. Cyclone Reaper launcher is nice. We can't really make good use of it yet, but that is a wonderful find. So in the rest of the system, we have 2 rocky metallic worlds and then a toxic world. I don't think toxic worlds can have volatiles, but if they can, then that's really good. And then we have a complete system right here. I think regardless, we're probably going to end up settling here anyway. But that is phenomenal. So let's go ahead, do a little more exploring. That really is a minor cache. We got an orbital habitat. And we can fight all of them at once. And now we get gifted one. Alrighty. We'll just recover them outright. It's fine. We have the crew and we have the supplies to manage this. Begin our salvage operation. We should get harvested organs and drugs from this. No harvested organs, but we do get drugs, which is nice. We'll have to sell those to Tritachyon because they're contraband pretty much everywhere else. And then we also get the high-tech blueprint package, which is nice. We'll learn that. Actually, really quick. Make sure you learn your packages so that you don't get duplicates. Let's sleep down. Actually, we'll take a little bit. We have space. Nice. Alright, we'll go ahead and take this fight. Looks like we can get a heavy blast and an ion pulsar off the Fulgent. That's really nice. We'll deploy the strike and see how this goes. Not quite sure why we got booted out of the put the squall on auto fire. Not quite sure why we got booted out of the apogee, but fine either way. So something we're definitely looking for, oh. Something we're definitely looking for is ECCM package, just to make sure those missiles do land, and we're not just wasting our shots kind of like we are now. So we'll focus down the Fulgent, so that's the biggest threat. Then we'll attack whatever's closest. Yeah. Have the strike fall back behind us. Alright, we're gonna need backup. Let's bring in the Enforcer. And then let's go ahead and move back here. Alright. So this is a mistake on our part. We definitely shouldn't be so far forward. But it looks like we might get away with this. We'll go ahead and support the Enforcer. This is an example of why missiles are better than ballistics, in my opinion. Missiles can fire through, or guided missiles, I should specify, can fire through your allies. So even though we're behind the Enforcer, we can still project damage onto the, what is this? The Lumen? The Lumen here. Whereas we can't use our high intensity laser at the moment. Alright. So it looked like our strike kind of got bullied there, though it was like a 2-on-1. Kind of like a 3-on-1 against the strike. So maybe safety overrides is needed. But we'll see. We get an ion pulsar, which is nice. We don't get the second heavy blaster, which is a little unfortunate, but still a pretty good haul. And what do you two have? Yeah, we'll take this fight. Burst PD is really nice. Oh, I'm in the Enforcer. That's not me. Okay. That makes more sense. Alright, so we'll deploy ourselves in the Enforcer then. And could we 2-on-1 Glimmers? I don't think so. Let's no need to get too fancy. Actually, maybe we could have. Alright, so let's keep an eye on this. Wow. So 1-on-1 looks like the strike is fine, but if it ever is in a 2-on-1, then it just doesn't have the flux dissipation to protect itself. You get a single tactical laser for that engagement, but that's okay. Why? Alright. I mean, we should win this engagement. It's kind of terrible that we burnt CR on our apogee. Yeah, but we should be able to win this engagement. Let's see. I'll use the... Oh, perfect. The Fury will help get rid of some of these frigates, and then we'll put the apogee on the Mule. I think that makes the most sense. Also, the apogee can pretty much carve through all of these ships with very weak shields or no shields at all. So moving to engage, and we'll deploy all. No need to hold back here, and I'll have them. I won't issue any orders until we close with the enemy. Yeah, low combat readiness, of course. All right, now that we can see everyone. Actually, send the monitor forward. We'll have the strike actually escort me. We'll put the hammer on search and destroy, and we'll put the Fury on search and destroy. The apogee, I'm gonna go ahead and give it the engage order. You really want part of the meal, huh? Okay, well. The apogee will tell to engage the mule, and then it should still kind of like should work to protect itself, so it shouldn't get in too much trouble. Our job is pretty much to stay in the middle and get rid of targets as we can. Nice. Keep moving over. Let's go and get rid of this buffalo. Now that we softened it up, we're going to go ahead and fire our sabos. And that should destroy it. And now that most of the enemies are off the battlefield, the only thing that's left that can be like kind of annoying is the Vanguard. But other than that, I think we can just go full assault. And this threat is already dealt with. Oh. Lucky there in that it wasted its Reaper against our shields. So let's go ahead and fall back. We'll let the apogee take care of that one. I think that should be everything else. Yeah, we do have a decent bit of armor. So one Reaper wouldn't have destroyed us, but it did do it would have done significant damage. So we'll go ahead and consider ship recovery. Let's see what we get. Oh, we'd have to lose the strike unless we spend a story point on it. Considering, I really want that ship, the Shrike. Considering we had to spend 2 story points the last episode, I think we're gonna go ahead and leave the Shrike behind. This is very unfortunate, but I don't think it's. You don't have any buildings, right? Yeah, I don't think it's worth a story point. Maybe we should have left it out of the fight. Well, do we need a Vanguard? I don't think so. All right, so go ahead and hit cancel here. It's a shame. There might be a chance that we recover it, like floating in space. But we'll see. All right, let's proceed. That is a shame. We do get all our weapons off the Shrike, which is generous. But I'd much rather have the Shrike. Thank you, random pirates. Alright, I don't... No, we don't get the Shrike. That sucks. But let's continue exploring. And see what else we get out here. Incredible. Not a gas giant, but we do get volatiles, which is massive. We also get rare ore. We don't get abundant or ultra rich, but it's still present. Oh boy. This might be the system we settle in. Could very well be. The only thing we're looking for now... Actually, I mean, really, we have everything. Mud skipper. Really, we have everything. We're just looking for better ores. And hopefully one of these rocky metallic worlds has no atmosphere. And that would be just perfect. Yeah, like this. And extreme heat. Okay. So hopefully this one has ultra rich ores. Abundant. Rich. It's not bad. Let's go ahead and explore the ruins. We already know this one, so I don't know how we got that as duplicate. That's unusual. You have an antimatter blaster, so let's go ahead and move into engage. We'll deploy ourselves. Should be fine. We want this one to fire first, so we're gonna hold fire. And then fire our sabos. Ah. There we go. We wanted it to generate flux using this antimatter blaster and then follow up. Follow up with sabos. The ion cannon, no antimatter blasters, that's okay. And you have a heavy blaster, so we'll go ahead and move into engage. Nice little bit of practice for Europa here. We just get the ion cannon, no heavy blaster. And then one more. Opportunity for a grab beam and a mining blaster. I think we'll go ahead and leave that one alone. Let's go ahead and explore. Survey this last one. Yeah, absolutely nothing on this planet. So I think we have it. We have our farm world and organics, no rare resources. It's also habitable. Then we have our volatiles, so that we can mine them directly. They're useful, but we can also convert that into fuel. And then we have rich rare ore, so that we can put heavy industry on this planet. It also has no atmosphere, so we can refine fuel on this planet. And then it has extreme heat, so the fleets that this planet will generate will be larger if we get all those domain artifacts. On top of that, we have a domain sensor array as well as a domain comm relay. So this is going to give +2 to all of our colonies. And we have a gate on top of it. This is incredible. This is one of the best systems I've ever seen. So we'll go ahead and bring this online. Proceed. This is so good, in fact, that I think what we're going to do is scrounge up 1,000 crew, head back here, and then immediately settle this Terran world. Yeah, that's great. Alright, but this episode's getting long, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. On the next episode, we'll go ahead and start our colonizing, and we'll go through step by step some of the things that I build and how I like to position my colonies. Anyway, other than that, Grumpy out.